Hi, my name is Galit, and this is another video in the series Relationship and Astrology, the love language of the stars. In today's video, we're going to discuss your Venus by sign and what does it mean for you to own this kind of a Venus. Let's check it out and see how you are relating to others. So Venus is that planet that represents relatedness. That's what she wants. This is her urge. She wants to be social. She wants to be with others. She wants to connect. She's that part of us that values stuff or things or people. And she wants us to get that for her. She's that part of us that is asking us to go and get what she values. So what does Venus value? She values love. She values relationships. She values money, possessions. She values beauty. She values harmony. All those are falling under the Venus category. So wherever you have Venus in your chart, she wants to bring harmony to that house of yours. She wants to bring love and beauty to that house of yours. Whatever aspects Venus is doing in your chart, she wants to funnel you towards that place that will bring more harmony. Even if you have challenging aspects to your Venus, she still wants you to upgrade your Venus capability to go into the next level of bringing more harmony to that place. But first things first, let's see what kind of a Venus you own and how is this affecting you. Now, Venus can't go too far away from the sun. She can only be away from the sun in about 48 degrees. So you either have Venus in your sun sign, either have Venus before your sun sign or after your sun sign. So for example, if you have your sun in Virgo, your Venus may be in Leo, or she may be in Libra. And then your Virgo sun traits would be pronounced in many areas of your life, especially where your sun is occupying a certain house in your chart. But your Venus may be a flamboyant Venus if she's in Leo, for example, or she may be a very harmony-seeking or art-loving Venus if she is in Libra. And that would kind of skew the perception people have on you as a Virgo, because suddenly in relationship, you're exhibiting totally different traits. So your Venus sign really makes a difference. In Aries, Venus is a little bit like Mars. She wants to win. She wants to be first. She's acting a little bit like a child. She's childlike. She doesn't like to take responsibilities. And she can be childish. Me first. On the other hand, she can be very prone to adventure. So if you are a Sagittarius and you like adventure and you meet someone that their Venus is in Aries, there will be a compatibility because their love language and what they like to do when they are in relationship is go on an adventure, go out to nature, go hiking with you, go do some extreme sports. You guys may be compatible. So your Venus sign would be compatible with other people's suns or maybe with other people's moon. But that's for the next video. Other traits of Venus in Aries are enthusiasm and inspiration and initiatives. She's going out there. She's a conqueror in a sense. She's on a mission. She's active and she wants to stay active. If you have Venus in Taurus, this Venus is totally different. She is more practical. She wants enduring relationships. She's very sensual. She's very pleasure-oriented Venus. She's indulgent. She would love good food. She would love the arts because she's very artistic. She's very creative. She would want beautiful things because she can be very materialistic at times, and she would like to own beautiful things such as art, such as jewelry. She likes the fine things in life, and she enjoyed that. Venus in Taurus likes beauty. She likes storing things. She likes having things because she's security-oriented Venus. So if you have Venus in Taurus, you may collect real estate, or you may collect jewelry, or you may collect something that give you a sense of value and a sense of security. Therefore, your approach to love would be with people that can help you reach that sense of security, And if you get involved with someone who is a Capricorn and very much into real estate, that would be a good match for your Venus in Taurus, isn't it? Or if you match yourself with a Taurus, for example, or anybody that would help you feel stable and secure and enjoyment of the fine things in life. If your Venus is in Gemini, your Venus is curious. She really loves socializing and she likes networking and she likes talking to people, get more information, disseminate information, exchange information. She wants to know stuff. She likes learning. She likes expanding her horizon. So even if you are a very stable, could be stubborn Taurus and your Venus is in Gemini, she will get you going into social activities, into doing things with other people, into learning more about other people. She will broaden your horizon and she will help you become that person that is communicating about your emotions. This is something that is really important for Venus in Gemini. She likes open communication because she learns what to do, what not to do, how to improve. She's a broad-minded, open-minded Venus. She could be very witty, she could be mischievous, like to play some games, and she likes to have fun. So if you are a fun-loving person with a Leo sun or a Leo moon, you could be a good match for someone with a Venus in Gemini. If you have Venus in Cancer, this is a quieter Venus. She's very, very sensitive. She's a caring Venus. She would cook a great meal for you. She would nurture you. She would care for you. She would really pay attention to what your emotional needs are because she's so sensitive. She feels you even without you needing to say much. That Venus is the Venus of the giver, of the caretaker, of someone who loves to take care of others and give of themselves. Venus in Cancer is very protective. She could be moody like the flow of the ocean or the cycles of the moon because she is that watery Venus. However, if you have a person next to you that has a Venus in Cancer, be sure to know that that person will take care of you and will be there for you no matter what and will sense your needs. However, that Venus in Cancer is also expecting that you would know how to nurture herself. If you own a Venus in Cancer, just know that you're very sensitive and you need to devote some time to nurture yourself, not just others. If your Venus is in Leo, you're the performer. You want to be seen. That Venus of yours, she wants to be on center stage. She's very proud. She wants to exhibit her qualities, her values. She wants attention. She wants to be playful. She's a happy Venus and she wants to party, to have a good time. There is something really regal about you if you own a Venus in Leo and you are proud to be that leader, that performer, that person that has this positive glow about you. And people notice that. There is some sort of an energy that you omit and people get that vibe. So if you own a Venus in Leo, you like the good life, you like to be out there and live life to the max. If you are together with someone who has a Venus in Leo, just know that they need a lot of attention and they want your admiration and attention constantly. Venus in Leo can be a really good match with someone who can give them that attention or with someone that likes to have fun and can take them out to town and have a really good time. Venus in Leo can be creative and she likes to give of herself as long as she gets her admiration back. If your Venus is in Virgo, you're very practical, you're very precise, you care for the details, and your ability to help others is great because you're a service-oriented person with Venus in Virgo. You care for others, but your caring is a practical caring. You believe that if you help others in many practical ways, doing their accounting, cooking for them, doing stuff for them, running errands, you believe that this is the way you nurture others and others should be grateful to have you do that for them, which they are because they love the way you take care of them. Many people don't like to take care of the little details, and Venus in Virgo can and is able and is mastering the little details in life and can take upon herself to run many errands and to do the best for others. Venus in Virgo can be also very purifying, taking care of your diet, giving you the best food possible, cooking, creating a beautiful home, caring for the order and the seamless parts of life so life can be more smooth. However, Venus in Virgo may not value herself as much as she values a service to others. So if you own a Venus in Virgo, you may want to practice self-care and self-love. This is what Venus in Virgo is here to learn, how to serve self just as much as serving others. If you have a Venus in Libra, you're the peacemaker, the mediator, the counselor, that person that wants to bring peace and harmony into your relationship. So if there is a relationship dynamic, you constantly want to bring it back to the middle, want to bring it to middle ground and create more harmony in that relationship. You love art. You love to explore the beauty in life. Beauty and aesthetics are really, really important for you. So when you are in relationship with someone, this is something that has a big importance to you. So if you live with someone and their Venus is in Aries and their style of beauty could be rough compared to your delicate and dainty style of beauty, you may have a clash. And when Venus in Libra has a clash with someone, she can be diplomatic on the one hand. On the other hand, since she wants justice so much, she can stand on point and be very focused on her point of view. Sometimes we find that Venus in Libra is a giver and she's willing to go a long way to give up her needs to others. But then there is an inner resentment for Venus in Libra if she gives up too much because she feels injustice very deep in her soul. So if you are a Venus in Libra and you seek relationship, one of the themes that are most important for you is fairness, how to create fairness in relationships. However, in order to create fairness in relationship, one needs to speak up and communicate. And Venus in Libra can protect the other person from knowing the truth sometimes and be too polite and too around the bush. So one of the challenges for Venus in Libra is to learn to speak directly and say what she wants and what she needs. If you have a Venus in Scorpio, you're intense. You are intense in relationship and you have this intensity about you and people feel that. However, you can be very sexual, sensual. You can be magnetic and people feel it and they go for it because some people are so attracted to you. You're pulling them into the relationship. You're very driven personality. You're very focused personality. You have what it takes to see something through. You are such a researcher. You'll go to the depth and the bottom of the truth in order to find out and discover and expose and transform what needs transformation in your life and definitely in your relationship. You will not let a relationship be stagnant. If something is not going well in your relationship, you will go to the bottom of it and make sure to open up that Pandora box and see what's there and transmute that into a higher level of truth and understanding. Venus in Scorpio can be really intimidating for some other people that don't share this need for intensity in relationship or don't share the need for that depth. So sometimes people will shy away from you because they don't really get that depth. Those are not the people that are really compatible with you anyhow. If you have a Venus in Scorpio, your utmost desire is to purify that which is not working. So in relationship, you will make sure to find those shadow parts, those shadow systems and dynamics that are not working, and you will transmute them and transform them into something that is working, into a better and more positive dynamics. So if you own a Venus in Scorpio, you are probably magnetizing to yourself people that are on that intensity level and need to find deeper truth in their life. And your relationship is probably those of a soul connection more than anything else. If your Venus is in Sagittarius, you love travel. You love exploring. You love other cultures because you want to broaden your horizon. You want to be in relationship with people that are not necessarily from your culture or from where you came from, because it is so interesting. You get a better perspective of what's out there in life. What is the big world looking like through the lens of meeting other people? And so you're an adventurist. You like to get up and explore something new. You like nature, you like traveling, you like hiking, you like sports. You like to do things that are exciting because they expand your philosophy and overview of life. And you want to know more. You want to constantly learn and expand. So your relationship would be with people that are seekers like yourself, that are learning like yourself, that are philosophical like yourself, because you like to ponder and understand higher philosophical meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? You would like to have those conversations with people around you. So the people that you attract in relationship would be broad, like-minded people, because you want to have those interesting conversations with those people. It's an inner need. And if you don't have that need satisfied, you will keep looking for it. If you have Venus in Sagittarius, you may want to have personal freedom. That may also be a requirement for you in order for you to be free to think whatever you want to think and to create your own reality. You are not the one to be bound by a traditional relationship so much, but rather by experimenting what it is that is working for you. If you have Venus in Capricorn, you like tradition. You like security, you're practical, you're hardworking, you are willing to put your effort into the relationships, you're willing to put an effort into life. And because of your ability to practically see things and see life, you also put a lot of emphasis on acquiring wealth or security or real estate. You really care to feel that there is a structure and a form to your life. It gives you a sense of belonging, and you want to be strongly standing on your 2 feet and belong somewhere. You may be status driven. You want to create a name for yourself for whatever it is that you do, and you're very, very dependable. Your partner knows that you're always going to be there. You're always going to do what you said that you're going to do. You're extremely efficient and dependable. You're also very ambitious, and you're not a spender. You're conserving your wealth in order to create more and more wealth in your life. And you can also be a loner. You're not that social personality so much, because your social mode may be less is more. But when you are a friend, you're a friend for life. When you choose a relationship, you're loyal for life. So you may need to attract to your life someone who can commit, because you like commitments for a long term. Maybe you need someone that can commit to you just as you commit to them. Maybe it's going to be a Capricorn, maybe it's going to be a Taurus. You would need some stable personality in your life to commit for a long-term relationship. If your Venus is in Aquarius, you're definitely out of the box. You're extraordinary. You think different. You're unorthodox. You have this something that is very unique about you, and people like it. It's just different. You may look different. You may dress different. Your taste in things is different. You think in a futuristic way. You may be a team player, a good team player, because you like networking. You can actually be friends with anybody. They don't have to have a certain character to them in order for you to be friends with them. You get along. You can be very logical. Your challenging part is that you can be detached. You can be social, you can be there with friends, but then your emotions can be detached sometimes. This is a self-protect mechanism not to get too attached to anything, and therefore you can accept all kinds of relationship. They may be different relationship than what other people would consider how a relationship should be. You may accept all kinds of ways to be in relationship, and that makes you a very open-minded person. You like things that are different. You like things that are inventive. You are an inventive person. Therefore, your style in relationship would be inventive and different than others. You may attract to your life very interesting people that would find you extremely interesting and open-minded person, and they would probably share those same qualities, so you guys may get along very well. Maybe you will attract to your life someone who is an Aquarian, and then your Venus and their Sun would be together and would be a good match, isn't it? If your Venus is in Pisces, you are very sensitive, you're very compassionate, you're a spiritual person. And the way you attract people to your life, and you want to be in relationship with people that are more spiritual, more feeling the universe just as much as you feel the universe. Because you're such a compassionate person, you get the other person. So in relationship, you're a giver. You know the other person knows. It's just an intrinsic knowledge that you know. And you're such a giver in a relationship, and you create this beautiful relationship with others. You're not discriminating people because of anything. You believe that all people are equal and deserve love. You're actually connected within yourself to the highest love possible, to a spiritual kind of love. And this is the love that you bring to your relationship. Therefore, you may need to connect with someone who would exhibit those qualities in themselves. They could be another Pisces, of course, or they could be a Cancer, a sensitive Cancer, or they could even be a Taurus, as long as they exhibit that compassionate part and they have an open heart to accept you with all your sensitivities and with all your moodiness, because sometimes you run like the water and sometimes you flow like the moon, and you have your moments of highs and lows. However, if your Venus is in Pisces, you're also a service-oriented person, and you will give a lot of yourself to other people. And therefore, people that know this quality about you and sense this about you will be attracted to you because of that, because they know that you are there truthfully for the cause, either to help them in a personal relationship or to help the cause if this is an organization relationship. So I hope you like this video about your Venus position, and it opened your perspective into understanding more about yourself and how you act and attract relationship and how you show up in relationship. Relationships is a very complex system, and there are many other components in the astrology charts, such as the moon positions, such as Mars positions, such as the 5th house, the 7th house, the 8th house, that we are going to discuss in the next videos. I will connect them to this video as soon as I publish them. And as always, thank you for watching and take care of yourself. I will see you next time.